This problem we have to factor this trinomial. So the first thing you might notice about this problem is that it's written in a really funny way. Let's go ahead and rewrite it in the way that people usually do. What I mean by that is we can write it as 10b squared minus 29b minus 3. Right? You want the b's in descending order, right? It's b squared, then b, then a number. Okay, so there's a couple ways to factor this. One, you can just try to guess. Two, you can use something called the AC method. So the AC method says that you take this number here, that's actually your A, by the way, and this number here, that's actually your C, and you multiply them. So let's do that. So 10 times negative 3 is negative 30. That's always the first step. You always just multiply these. And then I like to write down the next step. So we need two numbers that multiply to negative 30. So I'll just put mult to negative 30 and add to the middle term here. So negative, the number in the middle, add to negative 29. So we need two numbers that multiply to negative 30 and add to negative 29. So recap, step one, you take the 10, take the negative 3, and you multiply them. You get negative 30. That means you need two numbers that multiply to negative 30 and then add to the middle piece. So what multiplies to 30? Well, and adds to negative 29. That's kind of weird. So I'm thinking 1 and 30. And I guess the 30 would have to be negative because if we add these, we want to get negative 29. So boom. So these would be our numbers. 1 times negative 30 is negative 30. 1 plus negative 30 is negative 29. All right, so now what you do is you rewrite this. So you write down your 10b squared, and then you break up the negative 29 in a funny way, okay? You write it as, I'm going to write it as b minus 30b. You see? So you write it using these numbers here. You just put b's in front of these numbers, and then you just write it down, okay? And then minus 3. I could have written it as negative 30b plus b, but I did it this way on purpose to show you that you can just put a b here and put a b here and write it down, and everything is good. So now we're going to use factor by grouping. So we look at the first two terms here, and we're looking to see what they have in common. So it looks like they both have a b in common. So b parentheses, and let's see, what do we multiply by b in order to get 10b squared? So 10b. And what do we multiply by b in order to get b? So just 1. All right. Now what can we pull out here? Looks like a negative 3. So what do we multiply by negative 3 in order to get negative 30b? 10b, right? Yeah, because negative 3 times 10b is negative 30b. And what do we multiply by negative 3 in order to get negative 3? A positive 1. Oh, beautiful. Look, these are the same. If these are different, game over. It doesn't work, or you did something wrong. So now we can pull out that because it's the same. So 10b plus 1. And let's see, we have 10b plus 1, and we need to multiply it by something in order to get this. So it looks like we just need a b. And then 10b times what is going to give us the second piece? Just looks like just a minus 3, right? 10b plus 1 times minus 3 is minus 3 times 10b plus 1. And that would be the final answer. That's it.